Hey everyone, my name is Kurt Becker. I am the owner of Archangel Business Services. Today, this video is going to cover presentation of offers and more specifically the value quadrant. So this is 4 variables that I don't care whether you're in business, you're in sales, you're in real estate, or just everyday life. Everybody is making offers all day, every day. And whoever we are making offers to will derive value from our offer based on these 4 variables. And so we want to optimize these 4 and make sure that these really speak to our audience and generate the highest perceived value that we possibly can. So I'm going to cover them briefly, each variable, and then go into more depth in the following slides. Starting here in the top left corner, variable number 1. This is from the perspective of our audience. What is the outcome that they want to have if they could write the script? So in a perfect world, what do they want to happen? Variable 2, perceived likelihood of achieving that outcome. So our offer also needs to be presented to the audience and make them feel as if their achievement is right around the corner, that there's a very high likelihood that they're going to walk away with what they want. So if we can optimize the top here, that will equate to a higher perceived value. Looking at the lower level here, variable number 3, bottom left, time required to achieve. We want to minimize the amount of time required for them to walk away with what they want. Variable 4 is the work and the sacrifice that's required of them in order to achieve that. We want to spoon feed it to them, essentially. We want to make it so that they don't have to lift a finger. They don't have to do anything other than sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride and know that we have considered what they want and we are doing everything we can to make that happen for them. So if we can minimize the lower level, as you can see here, just kind of summarize, minimizing the lower level, minimizing time, minimizing sacrifice on their part, that will equate to a higher perception of value. Moving on here, we're going to cover each one individually. Outcome in a perfect world. This is the ideal situation, as I mentioned, that your audience wishes for themselves. So when we're presenting offers, sometimes it is about price, sometimes it is just strictly about the money, but a lot of times there's something far deeper, there's something far more important going on. And whenever you hear me encourage or really preach to put yourself in the shoes of your audience, this is what I mean. So in our offer, it should be far less about the price and far more about the outcome. So you will need to find out this outcome through your questions, through your conversations, through your listening skills, and so on and so forth. So instead of presenting an offer that highlights the purchase price, instead present your offer focusing on how you have considered their desired outcome and made an effort to help them achieve that outcome. And then obviously your efforts to achieve that outcome will require them to acknowledge your desired outcomes as well. So showing that first and really focusing on them first opens the door for you to have some bargaining power and some say in the rest of that negotiation. So second variable here, perceived likelihood of achieving that perfect world outcome. Your offer needs to be communicated, presented, and perceived as realistically attainable. So in other words, does your audience believe that you can deliver everything promised in your offer? Or is it too good to be true? So this is also something we want to consider, and we want to make it as realistically attainable as possible. Variable number 3, time required, must be presented in a way that your audience believes, not only that you can deliver, but also that you can deliver on your promises in the near and foreseeable future, almost as if it's tangible right now. So they need to feel as if it's right around the corner and they just have to hold out for another day. Perceived time required should be as low as possible. Again, minimizing that lower half. Final variable, work and sacrifice required to achieve that outcome. While reviewing your offer, the perceived work, effort, sacrifice that's required from your audience should also be presented as very low. Again, we want to spoon feed it to them, make their life as easy as possible. They should feel as if minimal effort is required of them in order to get what they want. So to recap this and put it all together, putting all 4 variables in one sentence, your offer should be presented to your audience so that they believe in their mind that you can get as close as humanly possible to their, number 1, perfect outcome, number 2, with a very high likelihood of achieving that outcome in the shortest time possible and requiring minimal effort on their part. If we can maximize the effectiveness of those 4 variables, the higher value will be derived from that offer, and the easier your negotiations will be with that seller or that buyer or that customer, whatever it may be. So if you found this valuable, please follow us on social media. We're really trying to organically grow our channels, our pages, our Instagram at Kurt Becker ESQ, TikTok at Kurt Becker with 2 R's on the end. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have like no subscribers right now, but we're trying to get a lot more active on all of these channels and on YouTube as well. I have a link in this presentation here. And if you have any questions, you want to set up a business, schedule a call with us, email us info@kurtbeckerlaw.com. That is my law firm that powers Archangel Business Services. We look forward to talking with you and see you in the next video. Thanks so much.